Hello everyone, we can play a new deck today called Big Demon Hunter. So I've been tinkering about with it. I've taken out Skull of Gul'dan, I put in Gul'dan. I decided to go with the Skull of Gul'dan. I've taken out one of my favourite cards, unfortunately, which is this card here, Imprisoned Antion. It's just too slow. We've put in this instead, which kind of does a similar thing but it's more flexible. And it costs 3 mana, so you can go for your 10 damage with this. Is it 12 damage? I can't remember. Or you can go with the healing in case you're against aggro. It's very flexible, very versatile card. We've got 2 cultists for heal. So the basic idea of the deck is you're surviving early game. You're going to hopefully win with things like Pit Commander. Hopefully cheap ones once you Skull of Gul'dan them. Fel Summoner can also cheat out cards if you've got True Aim Crescent. That's the idea of the deck. Let's see how it actually works in practice. Let's get straight in and play some ranked. So we haven't been pushing, we've been having a bit of fun with different ideas here. So okay, not sure what's going on with the corner there.
Versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
The Legion's rage pales before mine.
Okay, so we've got legendaries studies. Definitely don't want to take these two. And we've got a weapon. I don't think we keep the weapon here. Facing a priest, so we might have to go for some big plays later on. Do we start off with the legendary studies? I think we play it probably turn 5. Play it turn 5. We could picked up that anyway. Or do we go for some card draw? I think we go for card draw here. Philosophy is good. Yeah, we'll go philosophy. Be really good later on. Give us an extra demon, especially if we manage to reduce the cost of Skull of Gul'dan. The philosophy can be very powerful. Do we even equip the weapon? Because if we get the other weapon, then... Alright, yeah, may as well. Let's just start chipping down at him. Do the deathrattle next, then this. Just want stats on the board, really. Okay, it's reducing the cost of 6 spells potentially there. Just play this. See what he does. Don't use up all the charges here. Malcanis, well. Okay. This is what we want. Won't give us a demon. Okay. Okay. Oh, we've got a demon, that's good. That's really good. So I think we want the damage. 12 damage and 5 turns.
Wash your hands.
So that clears that out of the way. Okay. So now we're going to hopefully philosophy next turn and play this. These are both the philosophy copy of Priestess of Fury is actually going to cost 4 as well. Oof, that is obnoxious. Well, this doesn't actually die, so let's do this first. Copy this. So now I've got 2 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just go and play it like this. So we go 3 and 6 in. We just do residual damage to the face. There you go. Okay, and now we've got another cheap Priestess of Fury coming up if he clears the board here. Be interesting if we go. No, we don't have any demons which have death rattles. Okay, interesting. I guess we play this and that.
You don't pick the wands.
My blades will sing.
Show's over. Show's
No point trading these in. Someone's definitely gonna. Oh, that was very unlikely. There's a 1 in 64 chance for that to happen. Okay, no problem. Is this the, yeah, destroy at all odds. At least we get this in play now. Next turn we're just gonna play this and hit with that hero power. So next turn we're going to play the Inquisitor for 9 damage to his face. And the next turn he's going to have to deal with Inquisitor and heal up. Because this is going to be doing 12 damage. So he needs to do something with this board now. So it's a very chess-like deck this. You can sort of play this and have a second threat all at the same time. See, he's really desperately healing up here. Right, so next turn I'm going to do 12 damage to his face. Okay, so I've got a lethal setup straight away here. I've also got 2 damage from this weapon and my hero power, in case he manages to do something. This will still be dormant. And this will do 12 damage. So he's going to have to deal with this, right? That is not good enough. He needs to deal with this. I assume he will be able to. Oh, wow. See, look, after all of that, that's exactly what my plan was there. Force him to spend all his mana trying to deal with the board, and then we get the 12 damage, and I've got a simple hero power for lethal. There you go. That's how the deck works against control. That's nice. Weekly quest completed. And now let's see if we can measure up against some aggro. See if we get an aggro deck, otherwise no. It's a fun deck this. It's needs a bit of thinking and planning, but it's the fun part comes when you have a slow deck and which is matching you on board. That was just too slow for me. This might be good if we manage to get a pit commander out. So this is good. Razor Ball into Fell Rattler into Renowned Performer. It's a really nice little line there. Okay. So this could be very good as well. Oh, here we go, here we go. Do we do this straight away? I think we're in a new rush here. So we're playing the control side of the matchup here. I'm assuming they're an aggro hunter. Okay. I think we just coined this out actually. This do we play this? Could do that. Not so efficient, but this summons that, that summons that, so it's not too bad. We want to start slowing him down more than anything. Okay. Okay. So we either play two of these out. We'll play this. I think we play this just to slow him down. Okay. So he's running out of steam, hopefully. The idea here is we got two taunts. Ugh, still doesn't help. How are we going to deal with this? If we hero up here, that's two. I think we actually start going phase here. It seems counterintuitive here, but he's going to do damage anyway next turn. I hope that was the right decision. Okay. Because he was anyway going to get the damage through here. Ouch. So he's completely out of cards now. Oh, very nice. Good timing. I should probably save this. This is scary. Does he have another? He's got man crick. Okay, that's not as bad. Oh, bit late. Well, alright, whatever.
Feel his icy touch. Feel his icy touch.
Take 3 damage through 2. Okay, here we go. I think we need to play this taunt. Oh my goodness. Is that lethal? Probably. Yeah, it didn't even give me a chance to heal. Alright, that was the key. Skeletal cooldown could have changed that. Like Master Dunga could have changed that. That was very close. On the verge of stabilizing. Yeah, a bit more healing in the deck. Maybe we can even deal with the Hunter. But yeah, that was definitely a winnable game. If we maybe we should have played for the Razorbull one, but he got 2 of his rhinos. So it's really hard to deal with that.
Legion's rage pales before mine.
I think we keep this. Got coin that can help us be a bit more flexible when it comes to Skull of Gul'dan and legendary studies combinations. Let's see how it plays out. This is going to play for 6, so we could actually take a Skull of Gul'dan for turn 7. I just want to get stuff on board and start cycling. Yes, we've got turn 2 play, turn 3 play, turn 4 play. Okay, so we're playing this deck. Okay, we all know what we're up against now. Different type of aggro deck with Cthulhu Shattered. So this could be a deck of lunacy game as well. There's a few 8-cost cards. I think we definitely coin out here. I think we probably play this. So at least if he kills it, we've got stuff on board. We can always play this next turn. Wow, that is strange. I guess we play this now. Okay, so we'll play this turn 6 probably. Let's see what happens. Interesting. That's a bit scary now. Interesting, you went for that one. Okay. My outcast cards cost 1 less. Wow, that could be very good if I get a Skull of Gul'dan.
I give thanks where it is due.
Okay, that must be the most incredible Skull of Gul'dan ever. That is incredible. Let's play around combustion this way. Just have to ping one. Okay, right, so now if we get a philosophy now, will give us 12 burst damage. Nothing to laugh at. So probably, I think we want to play Taint Heart now, just to completely mess up his spells. Oh wow, okay, wow, that could be really good with this.
I give thanks where it is due.
Thank you.
What enticing power!
Ring toss costs 5 instead of 3. Interesting. Okay, I guess that's okay, that's going to be a card. Let's see what this does first. Okay. So Priestess of Fury is actually the way to go here.
My blades will sing.
Yep, there you go. We still got lots of options slowly coming. The deck is slightly slow. This beats most mid-range or even tempo decks, I think. Only the very strong aggro decks will have serious problems. That was a very nice Skull of Gul'dan there. We were able to play the Skull of Gul'dan because he devolved one of our minions into the card, which discounts outcast cards, which was kind of perfect. That was really nice. Okay, let's have a quick overview of the deck. It's not... I'd like to think it's optimized, but there's so many things you can mess about with it. 2 legendaries steady is just such a good card, so flexible. Now that we've got Skull of Gul'dan, it even makes it you're able to play it turn 3 potentially if you play both Illidari studies and you have the coin and you've got Skull of Gul'dan. The Skull of Gul'dan would cost 4, and if it's and you've got the coin, you can play it turn 3, which is ridiculous tempo. The thing is, because this is slightly watered down, this deck, because we don't have the... Where is it? Because we don't have Imprison Antian, the Skull of Gul'dan, we really want to hit one of these 10 cards here. Pick Commanders, Tormentor, Inquisitor, Priestess of Fury, or Fell Summoner. Anything else is kind of a bit wasted on the Skull of Gul'dan, because we do have quite a few cheap cards here as well. In terms of our... Basically, this deck plays in 2 halves. The first half is just survive using deathrattle synergies. We've got the Tusk Piercer. You want to take that in your mulligan. Also Razor Ball. Depending on the matchup, you might want Fell Rattle if you need to contest the board. This I would also consider keeping in almost any case. If you get this in the mulligan, it's such a good card, and you can basically play it turn 3 after you see what your opponent's deck is. If it's aggro, use it for the heal. If it's a slow deck like a priest, use it for the damage. And if it's very rarely, you'd actually take the adventurer option. Illidari studies also, I would generally keep that in the opening hand. Tusk Piercer, Trim Crescent. Probably wouldn't keep it. It's basically used for some extra board control. So if you're worried you're going to get swarmed, then take this Trim Crescent with a couple of deathrattle minions. Razorform Beastmaster or Razor Ball, in order that you slam them in, kill them off, kill the opponent's minion, and you've still got your own board. Feather Rattle as well should help to clear up the board. So that's the first half of the deck. Second half of the deck is basically Skull of Gul'dan, Fell Summoner, trying to get out some of these demons as soon as possible, as cheap as possible. Another way of doing that is, well, Skull of Gul'dan's one way of doing them. Fell Summoners, another way. Also, you've got Raging Fell Screamers, so we've got 2 of those in the deck. So we've got about 6 cards which can get us some cheap big demons. That's Raging Fell Screamer again, Fell Summoner, and Skull of Gul'dan. Those are the 6 cards which are the link between our early game and our finishers. As you see, Priestess of Fury can be really powerful, especially when cheap. Illidari Inquisitor, I'm sure you all know all about him. Especially we've got 3 weapons, so we can usually plonk him on the board and make him go face if there aren't taunts. Taintheart Tormentor, really good if you're facing a spell heavy deck. This is your Ogremancer Demon Hunter style. And you've got your Pit Commander, which I'm starting to have doubts about Pit Commander, to be honest. I never seem to play him ever. Like, literally ever. If you do play him, then obviously he summons demons. Unfortunately, it doesn't synergize with Priestess of Fury, because Priestess of Fury only triggers at the end of your turn, and Pit Commander summons after the end of your turn. So, like, you get to the end of the turn, this triggers, and then it just pulls a minion from your deck. Tormentor would be very good. However, Illidari Inquisitor, you want to be able to play on your turn to help it go face, and Priestess of Fury you want to be able to play before the end of your turn in order that it does its end of turn effect. So there's a bit... Pit Commander, I mean, how can you play Big Demon Hunter without Pit Commander? Maybe you just have to. maybe just play these 3 demons just as big drops and plays as a regular mid-range deck. Then instead of Pit Commander, maybe play the Imprisoned Antian and just go for like big threats on board as opposed to things which pull out big threats. I'm not sure. Maybe swap the 2 Pit Commanders for this. I don't know. Maybe an extra fishy flyer. Now the thing about this deck is it's meant to be a budget deck as well. So I know you can always put in your Enzoths and your what's the other one called? What's it called? This card here, Death Speaker Blackthorn. But then, you know, that's expensive, and I don't have that card. So, and also Ancient Voidhound, really fun looking card. Practically too expensive. Once it's on board, it can go away, especially against the wide board. You can kind of run away with the game, but you're going to have to be able to be lucky to pull it in the first place. And with hard removal nowadays, it's really not worth it. We are desperate for deck space. We don't have free spaces for like luxury cards. This is actually just a very, very strong card in this deck and in most decks at the moment, because we're going for like massive threats turn 7 or 8. We're trying to like burn the opponent out with big threats. So this is a perfect 3 drops. So turn 8 we're going to be doing 12 damage, and you know, if we do put in the Imprisoned Antian, we can put that 2 turns before this triggers for a massive sort of 22 damage, sort of like a mini Cthulhu sort of thing, but you have to plan it out. Also with this Skull of Gul'dan, if that reduces it to 3 and we get a philosophy, I'm thinking maybe take these 2 out, put a couple of philosophies in, put 2 of these in, take out another 2 cards, maybe get rid of the fishy flyer, and maybe one of these. Yeah, maybe we'll try that another time. Take out 1 round performer, 1 fishy flyer, 2 Pit Commanders, put 2 philosophies in, put 2 of these in. See if that makes the deck a bit more nuanced. That our win condition is basically putting massive amounts of threats on the board, which are only going to trigger in like 2 or 5 turns, and then we put the Priestess of Fury down the same turn. This triggers, and that triggers. That's 12 damage, 10 damage, that's 22 plus another 7. We're basically a ready-made Cthulhu. That could be okay. I think we'll try. We're actually going to try that, and maybe I'll do some experimenting and come back to you and see what the results are. Thanks for watching, anyone. Anyways, it's a really nice deck. It's competitive. You can definitely play this in ranked. It's working at diamond level. Not sure what it's going to be like going for legends, but yeah, it's definitely worth trying. It's a really fun deck when you get those big demons on board. Thanks for watching, everyone. Leave any questions in the comments, and please like and subscribe, and all of that really helps the channel. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.